Serious question. Do you ask first or do you let them ask first, for like a date, with a woman? How do you show interest without scaring them off?
Well, pretty much all the people that I date are either from Tinder or in social contexts where I can be very upfront with them. So I don't know if my opinion here is universally applicable, but, like, in my case, like, for the most part, I can basically just say, you're cool, do you want to, like, meet up sometime, or, like, maybe get coffee first and then... Like, I can be pretty direct about it, but I'm not exactly asking out coworkers here. If I was asking out coworkers, then, I feel like, listen, okay? There's nothing wrong with the classics, alright? You know what you need to do? If you're trying to ask someone out where you can't... If it's like a situation where you can't just be super directly, autistically upfront or whatever, like you're not from Tinder or something, there's nothing wrong with the classic, okay? All you have to do is say, like, hey, you know, I have a really good time hanging out with you. Would you be interested in, like, going and getting a coffee sometime? Or maybe, like, hanging out some other thing? Or if there's some specific interest that you both have, or, like, a thing one of you has mentioned you have at your place that's really cool. Like, oh, hey, you know, I heard you have, like, these cool Warhammer figurines. Like, do you think I could come over see them sometime? Or if they like something you have, yeah, would you be interested in seeing blah, blah, blah? Like, just open with that, you know? The main thing, and I've said this before, but, like, the main thing that you need to remember, especially if you're a guy dating girls, is you need to remember that women are terrified of feeling like they're not being given an out for a wide variety of extremely legitimate reasons. So the main thing that you want to do is always give them an out. Never make them feel like they'll be disappointing you or potentially angering you if they decline, you know? Every question, every inquiry, every invitation should be framed like this totally nonchalant thing, and you're totally okay with whatever answer they give either way. You can go even further than that. When you're talking with them, give them outs in the conversation, like non-verbal outs, you know? Like, don't prompt a question at the end of your latest response, and see if they continue talking without your prompting. If they do, they're interested in talking to you. If they don't, that might have meant they were just waiting for you to stop talking. Doing stuff like that can make you feel a lot more comfortable and, like, assured in their feelings towards you, which is really, really important, of course, because you don't want to be uncertain about something like that. Oh yeah, and don't be weird if they're not interested in you. Most people aren't interested in most people. Yes, Ava Dilaloon, the lesbian community has its own issues, but just because you give people outs doesn't mean you shouldn't be direct. So I like to blend extreme autistic directness with giving people outs. I think it's very possible to, like, simultaneously, like, open, well, not open with, like, a fucking coworker or whatever, but, like, say you've been talking for a little bit and being like, you know, yeah, I actually find you super hot. Do you want to, like, get to know each other a bit better or hang out sometime at one of our places?
What's your Tinder starter?
Witty comment about something in their bio, or if their bios are empty, and I usually swipe left on people with empty bios, but, if their bio is empty, I usually just say, you've given me nothing to talk about except your looks, so you're hot. I think I've said that exact sentence, like, dozens of times.
If you don't get an honorary degree in psychology by the end of the year, it'll be a crime against humanity with all the therapy you've provided.
I feel like being autistic has made me a little bit more, like, self-aware about how I interact with people, along with many mistakes that I've made along the way, so I just think more about stuff that I do. Oh, anyway, like, it's, like, being super direct, like, you can be super direct while also giving people outs, and I think that's actually the best way to go about it, you know? Because, honest to God, like, you get the ambiguity over with. There's nothing I hate more than ambiguity in a social interaction. It's so fucking anxiety-inducing. Does this person actually like me? Are they interested in this? Are they interested in that? Just, like, you can just be direct about it. If they don't like the directness, that's totally fine. You know, they can perish. I don't care. By the way, I also think even a lot of, like, shy chicks kind of appreciate it when you're upfront, right, like that. Because I really... getting interrupted by the game. But even if a chick is, like, really shy, or not that confrontational or direct or whatever, I feel like oftentimes people really appreciate the direct approach, because one thing that girls have to deal with a lot is people fake being their friend to get pussy, you know? Or ass, or whatever. That happens a lot, where like, there'll be... I think, for the most part, like, even with normie chicks, I don't think normie chicks have an issue with, like, casual sex like, not all of them, of course, but a lot of them. I don't think they have an issue with casual sex hookups, like people being directly flirtatious or whatever. I think what a lot of them have an issue with is the duplicity of people who are unclear about their intentions or who react poorly when their intentions are rebuked. But if you're direct and honest and straightforward and also like decent about it, I feel like you're not going to go wrong.
How much we gotta pay to hear a story about a major L you took when being direct?
Hey, Cat. I'll think if I've ever had one. Hold on. L that I've taken while being direct. Well, I've told that awful story when I tried to hook up with my roommate, but directness wasn't the issue there. L that I've taken while being direct. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I ever have. I don't think I've ever regretted being direct, you know? Like, so obviously people's preferences are going to vary for something like this, and there's not really an objective answer. But I don't really think it's disrespectful to be direct, as long as you're not being presumptuous or they just said no and it was fine. Well, there have been a couple of times that people have gotten, like, snippy with me. No. Just time to be asked more things if I've done this or... Anyway, there have been a few times that people, like, on Tinder have gotten a bit snippy at me being direct, but I don't feel like I was ever disrespectful in doing so. But the worst snippiness I've ever gotten is something like you shouldn't ask stuff like that up front, when the stuff that's being asked up front is like on Tinder, and it's something like, so do you use this app to fuck or are you just making friends? Which I think is a question you can ask like first thing on Tinder.
It also sounds like you take things as they are, and wouldn't see something as an L, that people here might. Wanting to fuck, but not, equals an L.
Yeah, well, I certainly don't let people rejecting me, like, get me down or whatever. That should happen, dude. Like, I've turned people down, other people have turned it. That happens to everyone, you know. It's no reason in taking it as, like, some weird eco thing. Boobs are absolutely better ass. Well, asses are really improved by the fact that you can fuck them. You can get a boob job. Okay, I know you can fuck tits, but, like, come on. You guys know what I mean. Like, fucking tits is nothing at all like fucking a vagina or an asshole or whatever. You can fuck tits in the same way that you can fuck like the thigh gap or whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, and it doesn't feel bad. Like it's fun, you know, but it's not the same.
Big tits with no ass will fill your hands, but big ass with no tits will fill your heart.
That's true. Yeah, but bouncy boobs are better to look at. I think a fat ass is pretty good to look at. Tit fucking doesn't feel special, it just looks cool. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Yeah. I feel like tit fucking would only really work if the tits and the dick were both way larger than humans have them mostly, you know? Describe your ideal top. There was actually a girl, there was a cute chick nearby with a nice dick who actually enjoys topping. And you know, I'm not like I don't like wake up every day and think like, I can't wait to be bottoms. But like it seems fair to be, yeah, I don't like wake up every morning thinking like, oh yeah, you know, let's I can't wait to one day get top. But you know, with all the asses that I've fucked, it only feels fair that I fuck somebody else's ass, right? Or wait, no, sorry, that somebody fucks my ass at some point, right? Like otherwise, like I feel like I'm being kind of a hypocrite. Yeah, for karmic balance, you know, just simple like that. Are you sleepy? No, shh. Okay. Anyway, that girl ended up moving away.